Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rivers. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Elliott. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shoot.
Throwing, Rivers. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights.
From the gun, Herbert. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Ready, set.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Light 50. Protein spill. Sandwiches, baby. Hey, watch it, watch it.
On first down, Herbert got his man there, complete to Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Staying situation. Let's go. White, 89.
To throw again. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position. Where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs? Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. We ain't giving up nothing today. 6'6", pull it high. Shoot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
They're running it. Recon, 132 fighter. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what I really liked about him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
You're out.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Sit up. 54. Get it.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, wahoo! Right there, 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, get away with it. Now.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is caught by Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There is no doubt that Geno Atkins is really strong and stout at the point of attack, but I love his suddenness, the ability to make plays, to be in one spot, and then he's gone and into the offensive backfield. He's a heck of a player.
And there, a big TFL, tackle for loss.
Hard to believe that his father, Gene Atkins, was an NFL defensive back. Has bred this big defensive tackle.
No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going back to you. Go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, downtown!
Play fake, Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 13! Check 13!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense? We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
On second down, it's Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Now Rivers. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
36. Hey. You got it. Check 52. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift. Q.
So that'll back him up 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Third and goal for Rivers. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. A big play here for the Cowboys. 58 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Rivers. Open man is Uzomah. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw, Rivers. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. They'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch the slant.
To throw on second down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Second and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. 5. Here I come again. Here I come again. Right there. Ready.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a first and 10. Rivers now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
You got tight right there. Run 80. 55 to Mike. Check, 55, come on. Hey, Delta. Come on now. Mark 55, Mark 55. Wait, 89.
Throwing again. Rivers going deep downfield for... It got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Let's get in there. Hey, easy. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Rivers. He completes it to Boyd. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Jet sweep, Boyd with it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well.
That's caught at the 25. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
We go set. 15 line. 15 line.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Come on, set. 30 base. 54. Yeah, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Hit it.
On first down, Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Hauschka's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
I'm coming after you. Hey, you. Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyrell Williams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because
looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, easy. Undercross.
A first down throw here for Rivers. That's complete. Bernard. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Yeah, baby.
Giovanni Bernard. 46 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head to touchdown, Cowboys. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Rivers. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a gain of 34. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Rivers on the money, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ready! Block 15! We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Behind!
Here's Rivers. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, Anderson, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the shift, watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift, watch the shift.
Now Rivers. On the screen, Bernard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And some room to work. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Cowboys 40, Bengals 38.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
They're on 22-yard line.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 32 on the play.
Ready? 60 or. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Oh, you got deep? Shoot!
From the gun, Herbert. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
To throw again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 soft. 3 bud.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And it's caught by Parker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Back now in Arlington. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Ready. 30 base. Check. Watch 54. 6. Hey, Hayward. Check curls. Mike 5-4. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, Hunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Blue game. Let's go.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check the backer, check the backer. General West. Mike 50. Smooth. Gonna lose one. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
2nd and 5. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Bengals.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Left.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
At the 23-yard line.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hit it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. He's going to find Gallup here complete. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Mike's 5-4. Not today, you are. Not today. Right there. 54, right there.
To throw on second down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. The Cowboys on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert under pressure again, and down he goes again. Preston Brown has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Rivers on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. There he goes left side. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 4th touchdown pass there for Phillip Rivers as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to throw. Herbert got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Back to throw. Herbert got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Throwing on first down. Herbert got his man. It's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
I'm starting to wonder here, are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Charlie, watch the screen. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Preston Brown in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground again. It's Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Ricky. Check 24. Check 24. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Big grip.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lamb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
On the set.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear. Hey, Delta. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. White. You got nothing.
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Finding Green complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7-5-0.
Hey, you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Bill 180. 180. Don't say nothing.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Check, 180. 180. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Look on that. Look on that.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. To throw, Rivers. Funches has it complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
23 yards the pickup there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Mike 5-4.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with a late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw over the middle, taken in. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
On third down, here's Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Ready, ready.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down.
Check three, check three, check three. $80 weapon. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go, go, go.
On fourth down, Herbert is just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Herbert on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Why lock it? Get wide. Get it.
Throwing again. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season game, we're going to play that last quarter. And if no one scores or however, if it finishes in a tie, that's it. But boy, how bad do you feel for him? The opportunity to win it with a field goal at the end, and it doesn't go through the pipes.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.